How we doing, everybody? This is That Our Nerd coming at you with a fire video. This video is muy fuego, if you're asking me. And we're going to find a confidence interval for proportions. All right, let's just dive right in. So we took a sample of 1,000 U.S. adults and found that 47.2% love the taste of Diet Code Red. I think it's probably higher. This is completely made up data. However, with that diet in there, I don't know. Some people hate it just when they hear the word diet and they're just, they're not fans, and that's okay. But we'll say it's 47.2 for this. And what we want to do is we want to find a 95% confidence interval for the proportion of all American adults who love the taste of Diet Code Red. And so how we make this confidence interval is we're going to do p hat plus or minus our z critical value multiplied by the standard error of p hat, which is just going to be the square root of p hat times 1 minus p hat over n. And all that goody good is in the square root. So p hat, that's our sample proportion. All right, it's 47.2. So we just move the decimal to the left twice. We get 0.472. I'm going to find this on the side just to make it a little bit easier. I call this the standard error of p hat. You may have a different way to write that there, but shouldn't be too different. But anyways, we're going to do 0.472 times 1 minus 0.472. Oh! Sorry, I didn't know what I was going to do there, and then I was like, well, I can just divide the whole thing. That's very nice. All right, so 0.472 times 1 minus 0.472, and divide that by 1,000, and we get 0.016. All right, so there's our standard error. We have our p hat. The only thing we're missing is our critical value. If you do it in a calculator or something, you can just skip ahead a little bit in the video. But how I find this this critical value, it also depends on your normal table that you're using. But anyhow, you'll see how I do it on my table. So alpha is going to be 0.05. Right, we do 1 minus 0.95 because that's our confidence interval. And we get 0.05. Then we do alpha over 2, which gets us 0.025. And if we look on a normal curve, what this alpha over 2 means, so we're going to have 0.025 in both of those tails. So some tables, you'll just look that way over, and you need 0.975, and you look that up inside the table. However, for the table I'm using, it goes between 0 and z. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 0.5 minus 0.025, which is 0.475. All right, so that's the value that we're going to look up inside of the table. So I'll come to my normal table. That ain't it. Come to my normal table, and we look up 0.475 inside the table, and I already have it circled, which is 1.96. So we have 1.96. Now for a 95% confidence interval, that's like 95% of the confidence intervals that you're going to make in your life is 95%. But it could be 90 or whatever. Anyways, it's the same process of looking that up. Okay, so we have our p hat, which is 0.472. We're going to do plus or minus our z critical value, which is 1.96. Then we multiply that by our standard error, which we found over here is 0.016. All right, so let's plug away. 0.472 minus 1.96 times 0.016. So we get 0.441. Switch the subtraction to addition, and we get 0.503. And so what does this confidence interval means? Why do we make this? How do we interpret this? Well, we'd say we are 95% confident that between 44.1% and 50.3% of all Americans love the taste of Code Red. So again, I guess this is diet though, huh? If we're talking regular Code Red, that's 100%. Everybody loves Code Red. Anyways, again, what we're trying to do here is we're taking a sample and we're saying what's happening with the whole population, right? So we're saying something about all Americans based on that sample of 1,000 people. All right. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, make sure to press like so other people can find it. Subscribe if you want more of the best stat/R content available on the platform of YouTube. It's right here on That Are Nerds channel. Thanks for your time. We'll see you later.